Guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Din and I'm going to show you how to prepare your ingredients, mix the spices and then cook the dish. Very simple method I'm going to use, so please follow the instructions carefully. So let's cook. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chef Din, and doesn't this look good? This is a meat bhuna, a traditional dish eaten by many people as their evening meal, and today I'm going to show you how to create this dish. As I'm getting things ready, I'm going to just tell you this week I'm presenting one of my personal favorite curries prepared using the traditional buna technique. This dish is cooked without the addition of any added water. If you can achieve that, then you've created the bhuna. We're going to allow the onions to slowly caramelize and then the meat to release its natural juices. Once the meat begins to tenderize and it has its own moisture, we're going to then add the spices carefully to introduce, partially roast the spices as the cooking process, and the masala will reduce and thicken, forming a rich, deeply flavored coating that clings beautifully to our meat. So let's begin and not waste any more time. Before we start, there is one more thing I needed to just let you know, is that at the end of this video I'm going to demonstrate how to transform any leftover buna into a beautiful meat biryani. Basically, with the pre-cooked rice you have, you can create an entirely new dish, fragrant, perfectly balanced and full of depth. So keep your eye at the end of this video to watch that little tutorial. So let's start now, and I'm not going to talk a lot. I'm just going to let you watch what I'm doing, so that way it'll give you a good idea how to make this dish, and just follow the video straight through and you'll see how easy it is, long as you follow my instructions. So let's start. First, remember you need a heavy bottom saucepan to create this dish. So if you haven't got one, I would advise you invest in one, because cooking curries you do need a good quality pan. So as you can see, I've put oil. I'm going to use some mustard oil here and also some olive oil. If you haven't got olive oil, you can use ghee or any vegetable oil. So we're putting in the spices. So what we're going to do is let that infuse before we start to add our onions and so on. So I'm going to leave it for now and just let you watch. As you can see, we've been cooking for about 5 to 10 minutes, and what we're doing now is we're going to caramelize the onions. As you can see, this will give us a really depth of flavor, so this process can take up to about 10 minutes. Then you add your garlic and carry on the cooking like this, but keep the lid off at this stage, because what we want to do, we want to get those onions really caramelized before we start the next process. Right, we're nearly ready now. You can see the onions have changed colour quite a lot, and the sugars have been released. So now we're going to add our meat. Now, like I said, we're not going to use any water. This is a dish that doesn't need added water if you do it correctly. And basically what we're doing is cooking it kind of slow cooking. We're not having it too high heat, and also by slow cooking the meat cooks quicker. People think that, oh, if you have high heat the meat cooks quicker, but that is not the case. Now we add the salt, as you can see, but this is a perfect method of cooking curries, using the juices from the meat and the onions to give us our gravy. So I've got this on a medium heat, so what we want to do, we want to now use that lid, because that's going to draw out all the moisture in the meat and the onions and so on. So every few minutes, just give it a stir, because what we want to do is break all those onions up and give it a really rich sauce. So just keep putting the lid on, and we're going to simmer cook this. This is looking great. The moisture has come out, and we're going to now simmer this for the next 40 minutes or a little bit longer, depending on your cut of meat and if it's tender. So basically we're just going to cover it with a lid, turn it right down, and let it cook for about 40 minutes. And every now and again just check on it and give it a stir, just to break those onions down. Right, it's been about 40 minutes now. We're ready to add the spices. Now again, we're going to add all our spices now, and then we're going to again simmer it for the next 15 to 20 minutes on a very low heat, just to incorporate those spices into the meat, and this will give us a really rich sauce, and I can assure you, you will love this curry. So give it a go, and let me know in the comments what you think. If you enjoy this curry. It's beautiful with chapatis as well, if you like chapatis. I have a recipe on my channel for chapatis and parathas, so give this one a go, because you won't be disappointed. After adding the spices, the only thing left is methi, so we're going to just rub that in our hands and just throw that in. That will give it a nice aroma. Buna without methi is not a buna, so make sure you get a little packet of methi and use it in your curries. You can put it in any curry and it just tastes great. There you go, our buna is nearly ready. I reckon another probably about 5-10 minutes it should be ready, this one. I've checked for the tenderness of the meat and it's just right. If you like it softer, you can just cook it a bit longer, but make sure it's really low. We don't want to dry the curry out. And there you go, this is my meat bhuna. I hope you enjoy it, and remember, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the notification button as well, so you get notified when I release new recipes. There's my meat bhuna. Doesn't that look delicious? And I can assure you it is. This is a biryani, what I'm going to show you how to make, if you have any leftover bhuna. But if you haven't, then you can always make some and create this beautiful dish. It's a biryani, so this is from yesterday. I'm going to just put this in a saucepan on a low heat, and what we're going to do is heat it up slowly. We're not fast, because we don't want to burn it, because there's not too much moisture in this, but there's enough moisture to coat the rice. So in this I'm going to add a little bit of onion chopped up, just to give that little bit of a crunch, and some fresh green chilies to give that bite as well. And I can assure you, this is probably one of the nicest biryanis you would have tasted. But if there's a lot of moisture, take a little bit out. We don't want too much moisture. Just like you see it, that's how much moisture should be. And then put your rice on a plate and put it in the microwave for about 2 or 3 minutes to heat it up. And this way we're going to just add the rice to this and give it a good stir, and then put the lid on it and leave it for probably about 5 minutes to heat up really well. So mix it in like you see really well, incorporate everything to this, and then just put the lid on it for about 5 minutes or so, and on a low heat. There you go, it's nearly all incorporated, so I'm going to just give it one more good stir and put a lid on it. And this is my meat biryani. I hope you enjoy this recipe and try it with your friends and family. Thanks for watching, and I bid you goodbye and see you on my next video. Bye for now.